Pay, visit createandcraft.com. Pay it in 4. Choose ClearPay.
I think that's a bit too cool for us, Tony.
Too cool for school.
Isn't it? Welcome back, everybody, to Create and Craft. I'm Dan. Tony, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
How exciting is this?
I know, it's so cool. I love reflection.
It's absolutely incredible. By the way, that fun music means we are in Big 3. Cap P&P, 30% off for club members. That's triple discount for club members, and everything over £15. 3 flexi pays. I know we've got happy hours on the show. We've got your goodie bag on the show, which is also on 3 flexis.
Some good deals today.
Incredible deals. It's meant to be the whole weekend. However, how many shows did you have yesterday?
1.
This is the first show today?
Yes.
60% of the stock gone. 60% has sold out already, and that is it. There's no more extended delivery, nothing else destined for anywhere else. Every single unit is with you here on Create and Craft. Tony, talk us round.
So Reflection Collection is totally awesome. We launched 3 designs earlier in the year, and basically if you are a stamper and love to get those reflective designs down on your artwork but find it too hard, like me, then this is a shortcut to great impactive cards. So normally you would stamp the reflection down onto some acetate in like a black ink, and then you would reflect the plastic down and rub it on and hope that you would get some form of reflection. It just always looked a mess when I did it. I could never do it. Total frustration. And I used to do it in class and customers were like, I can't do it either. So I thought, wouldn't it be brilliant if we built a stamp that had the reflection built into the stamp? So all you need to do is ink up that stamp, 1 pass with your ink pad, stamp it down. We have the clarity of the stamp above, and we have that lovely fluid reflection either down in the water, down on a landscape, down in the greenery. I don't have to faff with it and hold my breath and hope it's going to work. It's going to work every single time. All you need to do is think about colour, what you're going to do it in, black ink, embossing powders. That's it, it's done. And the cards are super duper cool. I
love the variety we've got, by the way. For example, you can see the little house, like a cityscape and that wood. I know I was holding it upside down for ages. You've got that wood, that cabin in the woods. You've also got people on the benches. You've got the trees coming up in just a second. So these are big stamps, actually. But I guess you could just use a little element if you wish.
And you can extend the design if you wanted to do several cabins. This cabin is brilliant for a Christmas card too. Pop some snow on the trees, make an icy lake if you want to, but equally autumn cards, summer cards as well, blue skies, sunshine's in the background. Then you have that industrial, which is beautiful to have it like reflecting in the water. We did a technique, if you remember doing that one, super cool. And then we have the lady and gentleman on a bench. Last time we had the lady and gentleman in a boat. And if you look at the back of this packet here, you can see the lady and gentleman. We have other designs too. So you can see the designs follow through. We have silhouette trees, swans reflecting in water, the ladies and gents.
Wow, yeah.
Now she's sat on a bench, but you did all ask me for a large reflective tree. It's in here, look. There we go, look at that. So the tree is at the top, and at the base it's sort of like sketched out in design.
Yeah, it's not as perfect as the top, right?
It's not as perfect, so you do get that controlled sort of reflection look. They are stunning. All you really need to worry about is what ink pad you're going to pick up or what piece of paper you're going to pick up to create some really awesome cards. And they're quick, super, super quick.
A whole host of sentiments going across them all, but that's not all you're getting, by the way, because you've got 3 bonus stencils in there too.
So in the last launch, we did a large heart, a star, a square, a rectangle, super big. You all love them. We called them our stylized stencils. So they give you a sort of rough edge finish, so you can stamp within, create apertures and windows. These are no different, except they're slightly smaller and fit beautifully within the last design. So this heart fits beautifully within the last heart that we designed. So if you want to do reflections of hearts, you can totally do that. But on the back of the packet, as always, you have that QR code. We have some inspirational videos for you all where it's with music and you can see all of the wonderful makes from our design team. We also have inspirational content where I show you different ways to utilise them, because we don't always get the time in show to show you the extent of what can be achieved with these stamps. And now our new thing on our QR code is the PDF element. So we have step-by-step guides where we have photographic step-by-steps with word content. So if you want to print them off and save them, you can do that too.
The colours that have been chosen here are out of this world, aren't they? So to have the chance, the option to get them home on 3 flexis of $13.76. Your P&P is lower, capped at only £3 and triple discount. 60% of that stock went yesterday, 595,307. With your Cap P&P basket, we mentioned there's a new happy hour on the show. Thank you ever so much. And this one is our lily portrait.
So this one is super duper cool. It's huge. It's A5. So you can see it's very abstract in design. All you need to do is ink it up with colour, spray it.
Didn't do that one, did I?
Spray it and stamp it. It's like a photograph of a bunch of lilies. It's stunning. You've seen me do this time and time again. So you know how many videos are going to be on that QR code for this particular stamp. But at £9, if you haven't met Stamps by Me before, tried a product, this is going to be a great starting point for you because it's just an awesome deal for one and an awesome design. Great for backgrounds as well.
Now, here's the thing. I know part of the big three, anything £15 or over is on 3 flexi pays, but if this is already in your basket, you've got a flexi basket open, making this £3 this month on flexi. Doesn't affect your P&P. I'm hearing in my ear already busy, so well done everybody getting hold of your Lily portrait. 503-433 is your item number. Speaking about adding colour to things, we've got your pens, which are brand new on here. Over 40% of this stock went at launch as well. You've addressed something here and made it very, very different, but so effective.
Yeah, so you all know our Gossip sparkle pens, ink worth talking about. We launched these Gossip pens about 4 years ago, and we do a whole card range and everything to go with, but these are different, okay? So you will have seen sparkle pens. I do them myself. They're incredible. But the one that's the most popular is the clear overlay. So it's the clear pen with the sparkle on, so we can add it on top of our Christmas cards, we can add it on flowers, add it just as to add that touch of elegance to any card without the colour. So I was like, that's the best selling one, that's the one we use the most, right? We need to sort of like rethink how we work our Gossip sparkle pens. And what I've done basically, normally in your sparkle pens, you get a coloured ink and a silver sparkle.
Amazing.
You may have seen a coloured ink with a gold sparkle. So what I've done with these is I've flipped them on the bottom. They're all in clear ink and the sparkle is coloured. So now I have a gold sparkle, a blue, a purple, a green, a red, reddy pink and a crystal clear, which we all love. So these are going to overlay over all of your cards. Think of the red over the poinsettia. Think of your backgrounds, tap some of the colour into any paint you have, and because we're not governed by the coloured paint, because it's not coloured paint, it's clear, I can add it to anything and get sparkle. So you can see the gold sparkle, the pink, the red and the pinks go over poinsettias if you want to.
Beautiful.
They
the sun there.
Absolutely stunning. They work beautifully on black. They are so gorgeous on white as well, and I don't know if this is going to show, because I have tried so hard to show you on white card. But if you just maybe might be able to catch, I've tried to catch.
You can see it in real life. Yeah, it might be tricky. We'll give it a wiggle and see what we see.
So subtle. Hopefully, it's so annoying because I've created them to work on white. You just have to have the confidence in me and Stamps by Me that when I tell you, they are a beautiful overlay. They are stunning. So normally, if you cut some leaves out of white, but you don't want to add colour, but you want to touch a sparkle, guess what? Now you've got green sparkle with a clear overlay. So when you tilt it in the light, people are going to see, oh, it's got some sparkle on there.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess what? It's not the traditional normal silver that we're all known for and see all of the time. It's coloured. It's incredible.
It's really unique. It's hard to see.
Anything like this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really hard to see on the white. I appreciate through your lenses. In real life, it is not hard to see. It's very, very clear, just like this. But of course, on the black, making it pop even more. £6 on Flexi. Doesn't affect your P&P. Same basket.
They are just absolutely awesome. If they're going to buy anything today, get the pens.
Here we go then, 268996. 40% of that stock is gone. Let's continue with the new, shall we, as well. 3 brand new embossing folders. These are, you're getting them all. You haven't got to choose. Don't worry about that for that price for you. It's going to be on 3 flexes as well. These are really striking.
Yeah, so these are HD 3D. So these are those layers where you get layers on the front and the background as well. So this is, when I refer to HD 3D, it's when you've got a normal telly and you think it's amazing and someone says, hey, check out this HD 3D.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, wow. So these are the different textures and layers. So these are your 3-star combination. We are known for our embossing folders. We do lots of florals and timepieces, but these are great pieces that I put together knowing you're going to incorporate them with all of the other brands. So think about your cute critters, your words, your embellishments and things. You've just seen pin flare on there with some beautiful decoupage flowers. Imagine those built in and around these. The centre one is going to be brilliant for Christmas. It looks like the Twiggy star. So if you add a bird or some some
Yeah,
snow.
doesn't it just?
Absolutely beautiful. I love these. Hazel was saying to me, can you not see I love stars? She's wearing a star jumper, isn't she?
Oh, she
I
is.
love stars. Where are they from? I need them. I'm like, yeah, these are awesome. So last week we brought you hearts, and these are the last 3 collections to go with those hearts, which are your wonderful stars.
Well, there we go. 450174 last night, and that is also on 3 flexis as well. 26.99 in the club. Okie dokie. You saw it on the bottom of the screen at the start of the show. We've got a goodie bag.
Yeah.
A collection. Oh, it's limited stock.
I'm
and that's
glad.
as much like. I'm glad.
I'm so glad.
There's a lot that goes into this.
There's a lot of value here.
Well, okay, I'll quickly give you the info on the screen, everybody. Usual price, value-wise, over £100, down to 32. In the club, even this hasn't got a club discount, 10% off, 28.80, but it's on 3 flexis. So what's that? £9.60, £9.60 on FlexiPay. What do we get home? The creative bag.
Too much.
Yeah, clearly too much in there. 894986 is your item number. This is probably what we're going to get. It might.
Yeah, so you're going to be guaranteed 4 A5 stamps or 3 A5 stamps and a die and a stencil. Absolutely incredible. So when you think about £28, our stamps are £18.99. It's so awesome. And again, I always like to do an introductory. I never take it for granted that people are Stamps by Me followers. There are people that tune in every day that are brand new. So if you are wanting a bargain, wanting to try the brand, this is a great starting point. But equally, if you're not, they can be shared down. Giftables for £28, you can't get a cake and a couple of coffees for 28 quid now. You know, it's just so expensive, isn't it? So if you are a crafter, there is a lovely lamination one in this one as well, which is that 2-part layering system, and you get those lovely colourful birds with the outline as well. And I am going to try and make sure everything matches for you as well. You might get a Christmas stamp in there, you might get a Christmas die, but affordability is absolutely amazing. I'm not giving you any more.
That is it. The Weekender does have shows planned in at 4 o'clock today and tomorrow. But once the stock goes of the reflections, that is it. That is it. The pet, etc., etc. So whatever you're after, if this is one of those ones in the basket for right, fully allocated. That means every single unit is going to you guys. 894986. Let's not miss out. Let's give you a chance right now to check out your baskets. Don't forget the pens, etc., the embossing folders, the reflections. Here's what you could be making on the show, but more importantly, confirm your orders. Oh, I see.
Just like that.
Just like that. It's gone.
Changed it over.
Yeah. Ta-da.
Panic over.
Was it 2/3, by the way? Reflections gone now, teams. Okay, 2/3 of the reflections have sold out. This is what we were just changing over because obviously that's just gone. The creative bag. This is incredible.
So this is totally a different concept. So we have so many concepts. So there's this lily version and there is a daisy version as well. But so it's not really difficult to explain really. These were cool. We launched these. Yeah, we launched these 2 months ago. So basically, you get the A5 stamp.
Okay.
Let's get some card done.
Okay.
Because obviously we've had to change it over
card
quite quick. Oh, well done. So A5 stamp, beautiful. You give that stained glass window effect. Think about embossing.
Wow.
Honestly, it don't end there. You look at that and you think, all right, that's quite a pretty stamp, but, you know, let's see what else you've got, Toni. Okay. So let's show. So in here, you get a layering stencil system. Sorry. Okay, so in each one, I'm just going to bob down just 1 second. In each one, you get the 3 or 4 layering stencils, which create the sort of glass effect in the back there. And then, it doesn't end there, you get your lovely, lovely coordinating dies, which can totally be used as an entity on their own. Now, there are 2 options in this one. There's this lily. And there is also a daisy. So let me just hunt my way through.
Do we also get this die as well?
Yes, so you get the ornate window die as well. Now here are a few samples. So that's the lily. Now you can see how with the options of the stencils, and if you just, there we go, how, because they're separated, how you can get those totally different looks. So here's the
thank you.
I've got, sorry, this is so unprofessional. Look at this one with the acetate window.
No, we weren't quite expecting to sell out so quick, were we?
The stencils give you that dimension in the background. The stamp gives you the lines. You can separate the flower from the background if you want to. Because of the option of the stencils and stamps, you can now get your lovely shaker cards in there too. Look at this one with the clear.
Oh, this is sweet. Wow.
They are so cool. So this is the lily. And am I able to just quickly just show the daisies? Because there is an option of a daisy. Same concept though, guys. You get a different window. So this one's got some arches in there. The other one is different. So here we go.
So same item number, right? It's 662. There it is when you combine elements together after all, like with the arch.
And then look at that one where it's in gold embossing there.
Wow, that stained glass detail on the background is incredible.
Beautiful, and you can absolutely, the die will pull out that flower, leaving the background absolutely empty if you want to. Look at this aperture where the 3 designs follow through, and then this is a prime example of how that die separates from your stencil design if you want to pop a pad behind and get that dimension. These are totally awesome, and you get that grand metal window which has that matte and layer, so you can make those shaped. Oh, another reflection collection there, that was by chance. Yeah. You can make those wonderful shaped cards. Check this out.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can get a total shaped card just from this large die, and that's not even touching on the lily or the daisies. Total chaos, but hey ho. You get the idea. It's awesome.
It is total chaos, completely right. $13.50 on Flexi. So whether you're going for the lilies that we've got out or the daisy, you just saw the samples of. There it is. 843,662. But yeah, that's over £15. So you've got 3 Flexis of $13.50. This could be that item to open up that 3 Flexi baskets and then to check out everything else in that Flexi basket, including the happy hour, is limited stock. I know we're normally demonstrating by now, but we absolutely want to show you as much new as possible because I know most of you get ahead of us on the website, but we also hear that not everybody goes on the website. A lot of people purely do the phone numbers and wait for the details to appear on the screen. The Lily portrait is 503443. 90% of the stock of that stamp has sold out. £3 today if it goes in with something else on 3 Flexi Pays. What a start. Tony.
This is what it was like last night.
Wow,
crazy. Crazy. So I'm going to use
What's gone? Happy hour. Oh, congratulations. It's gone. What, everybody? The lilies have sold out.
So I'm going to use Better Together, which is that lovely reflection of the lady and gentleman on the bench. I used that one last night. So what I'm going to do in the next demonstration is I'm going to show you how we can incorporate both, that lovely tree on there. Don't forget, we have the QR code on the back as well. That's going to give you all that inspiration using all of the reflection collection. So when you take it out, look how big it is. Now, I have an instant reflection. I haven't got to worry about how do I reflect it down? Is it going to work? Don't have to hold my breath. It is going to work. Promise you it will work. So let's just move that packet from there and let's just get creative. So I'm going to pop this piece of card in here. Now, I'm going to do like a little bit of a monochromatic card, so we're going to just play around here. So you've seen from all the samples the wonderful colours and, you know, apertures through the stencils and things like that. So I'm going to use the reflection tree first, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp it in the background quite light. So I'm going to stamp it a few times in my light no line ink pad. So it isn't an exact, as in perfect reflection. It's meant to have like a movement, whether it's water, whether it's. And do you know what? There is a difference, but not too much if you do stamp upside down. Okay. So it's happened to me where I stamped the other set of trees upside down. You can get away with it. So I'm just using a light coloured ink pad here, and I'm just going to stamp it out a few times in the hope that you see it on TV, because you're not meant to actually see this line, but I do want a bit of colour. So that, I don't know if you can, probably not. I'll do it again. Just. But you can see how it's reflected down. It looks a little bit sketchy. It's like you wouldn't naturally get a solid reflection. No. Push, push, push. So hopefully you'll see this one. This is not the focus of the card. This is just to create a little bit of depth. There we go. Can we see that now? There you go. So it leaves like a watermark on your card. It's super, super cool. So I'm going to take the same stamp. Yeah. I'm just going to move it down a little bit here. maybe to about, let's do it here, a bit lower. And this time I'm going to pick up a black ink pad and I'm going to do it in black. But first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink it up, and I'm going to stamp it onto a piece of like a second generation stamp. I'm just going to stamp it onto here first and get rid of the harsh black.
Okay.
So you can see the reflection there. And I'm just going to take that off and hopefully get a grey scaly, hopefully a second print. I didn't want it to be black. Push, push, push. So now I've got like a lovely grey tree at the front and then one at the back. So let's just move the tree for now. Now with that tree, all you need to do is stamp it out in black. Maybe put a bit of a puddle or some water or some greenery around, put a sun in the corner, boom.
Yep.
You look like an instant artist, and that's what I love about these types of cards. So now I'm going to use the Lady and Jen, and I'm going to go jet black here. So I'm making this my focus. I'm going to push my tree straight back. I'll just move it in there. So I'm just going to pop this up here, and I'm just going to take it off to the side.
What are you thinking?
Pulling it in a little bit. I'm just playing.
All right. Nothing more complicated than that.
No. So let's go jet black with this one. Try and get them. And then what this is going to do, it's going to create perspective on my card. Total perspective. Really, really quick. So you can see all those trees in the back. I'm just going to make it a little bit darker.
Not forgetting you get 4 different reflections, the tree, the couple, you've got this one cityscape and one that sort of wood cabin right deep. It could be in the Himalayas, it could be the Alps, could be in America, couldn't it? But really, really, and I love how you bring them all together.
Yeah, so then all I'm going to do is I'm going to try, just going to move this over, and this little like tree up the top here, I'm just going to sort of just capture a little bit in the corner there, just to create a little bit of movement in my card. Just showing you moving them around a little bit. And I could have done this with the large tree, made it come a half on the page, half off.
Yeah. Tony, I can use all of these to make and sell if I wish.
Absolutely. You can have so much fun with them.
70% of the weekend, which is on your screens, it's a reflection collection. It's 595307. Yes, 70%. So many of you going for the sparkle pens, by the way. I love that idea.
Let's use them next.
Shall we?
Absolutely.
6 coloured sparkles, but you could put it over any other. So, for example, all of your silhouettes, and it's a Christmas one, like you say. You want gold there, or you want to have the red and green, etc. It's a lovely, lovely idea. Completely. I've never seen sparkle pens done like that. Like how you say you flipped it over.
I've never seen it either.
Yeah.
I think it's super cool, which it just makes sense though, because we always go for our clear overlay because we want a touch of sparkle. But now having the capability to add coloured sparkle captivated in clear ink is just incredible.
But it doesn't cover it up. You can still see whatever ink colour you put underneath it, or silhouetted or on black like you're going to see now. It works on white as well. Right,
let's show you this one. So they all have a code. This is green. So when you... Hopefully... I'll
see the sparkle, look at it go.
Hopefully, can you see the green? So there's green. Let's just go through them. So give them a shake. Shake them to wake them. Twist.
Has it kind of got that?
There's a lovely push button on each one here.
It's got that neon little ring on it, right? That you have to remove.
Yeah, you just puncture the barrel. Good shout.
Hello.
So these are really, really cool. So I'm showing you on black because it's the easiest way, but my gosh, do they look gorgeous on white.
Yes, indeed it does.
They really, really do. And this is purple. Sorry, I'll just pick it up.
That's right. Wow.
Purple.
That's like a night sky. We love our silhouette stamps, don't we? The reflections are a perfect example of that. But this... on the night sky are a bit...
Oh, that's green. Don't put that one in again, Tony.
Whoa.
Red. Oh. Look at this one. This is a lovely one. Red, pink, orange, whatever you want it to be.
Yeah. It's coppery, doesn't it? One more, 2 more?
This is gold, and then you've just got your crystal clear. This is nice. This is gold, so think about Christmas cards here, guys, because look at this when I lift this up. Are you ready? Gold.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's nice watch. It's as we
Just
said
watch it.
yesterday, it's fizzing.
Is that glitter? Is it mica?
It's a mix. It's mica and glitter. So mica's really, really lightweight. Really, really lightweight in its content. But when you add a little bit of sparkle as well, you get that textured sort of element in there. It's where you get that two-tone where you twist.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So it's a mix. So cool. And it doesn't rub off when it's dry or anything like that. So let's just take our light gentleman here and let's go.
If you want those sparkle pens, by the way, they are on the screen for you, and they are. They wouldn't normally, outside of this event, come Monday afternoon. If it was yesterday morning, they would have been straight up the price you see. However, they are on 3 flexi pays now, £6 in their own right. That is divided by 3, interest-free. And your P&P, if you've just tuned in, is also lower, purely for the Big 3 event as well, £3 rather than £3.95.
So here, I don't want a coloured ink on top of my black because that sort of like defeats my stamping. Okay. But what I am doing is I'm adding my clear on top of my black, and when I tilt it in a second, you're going to see the colour. So let's do the green on there. Let's add, let's do, what colour is this one? Let's do red on the, let's do it on the bench a little bit.
Okay.
So although the card looks monochromatic, when we twist it in the light, you will get some colour. I'm not going to colour in. And then let's just add some... what colour? Oh, this is the thing. Decisions. Let's do gold on some of the tree here. So all you do to get it to come through is give it a twist, a push on the sides, and the ink will come through, and then just pull it out. And I'll hold this up in a second, and you will see that lovely colour sit beautifully on top of our background here. You can push it on with your gun if you want to.
Okay.
Not today though.
Hang on, it's not turned on the wall. Go, do you want a gun?
It's fine, it still shows. Oh, well done, thank you.
Come on, Harry.
I'm just pushing it on a little bit.
Wow, 60, it was 40% at the start of the show, so here 60% of the pens. They are on the side of the screen, pointing everywhere. 268996.
So as you dry them, you see they get more intense. I'll hold it up in a second, or I'll let you hold it up, Dan, because I'm not that. So you can see we've got green on our trees, red on the bench, and gold on the backdrop.
Can I do it now?
Yeah, and then I'll start to build this card, hopefully. Can you see it? I'm hoping it shows. Please show.
It's really stuff. Look at the red on the bench, you see on the black. And then look at the bottom of the tree there, where my thumb is. Oh, absolutely spectacular.
They are gorgeous.
Isn't it?
You just have to have faith, I guess, and just know.
You do, but you can see, I know, like, in your right, on the tree, for example, on the bench, etc. To our eye, you can absolutely see it on the white elements as well, but I know it's trickier through a screen.
These are a total game changer. They are a total game changer. Let's build this card really quickly. So I have a white card blank. I have a white piece of card. So nothing fancy here, just a white matte layer. You could do a coloured matte layer if you want to. Let's pop some glue on this one. You use tape if you want to, whatever you use in your stash. Like so, and then I have live every moment, and I'm just going to pop this. Now you could pop it anywhere, but I am just going to separate that. In fact, I'll pull it out so it was meant to be.
Okay.
In fact, no. Don't like that black line there. Okay. There we go. So that's the one that I've just very quickly put together with that ton of sparkle, and this is the one that Paul did on my design team, where he just added a few splats of water and did a larger one there.
It's very cool. And now this could be the front of a book. It could be behind glass. It could be in a scrapbook, for example.
And I'm a big fan of, you know, if you can create a beautiful card in just a black ink pad or a grayscale ink pad, it's a credit to whatever you're using.
There you go. That's what you've got right here. The sparkle pens, by the way, 268996. Tony, I'll let you get ready for another one. But congratulations, everybody using this show to check out your baskets on the embossing folders, on the new sparkle pens afterwards. A lot of new, right? So thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for choosing to shop with us. And then we repay you with things like the Big 3 event, which is various items, triple discount, 30% off for our club members, and anybody can be in the club. P&P is only £3, capped. And then 3 flexes and everything, £15 or over. You've got the idea of what you're getting home. You've got the 3 stencils as well. Let's not forget they go with this collection, the previous reflections, and then anything else you want to use them for. Have a look at some of the samples because they are so striking. It's 595,307. And as you saw, there are sentiments in there as well. So that live every moment is included. Love is included. Better together is included. The explore that you saw on the other card is there. Dare to dream, make a wish. You've also got the log cabin in the woods. You've got that really impressive cityscape in there. Whereas the one you've just seen, back to nature with the reflective tree and then the couple on the park bench. 13.76 on FlexiPay gets you them all delivered to your door, plus £3 cap P&P. It's 595,307. That last one you saw there, the outline, that is from the stencil. The stencil could purely have the words. It could have an easy peely from pin flare stuck in there, couldn't it? It could have the jaggedy edge on that rectangle with the heart over the top, whatever you fancy. There's no limits, there's no rules. Do whatever you want to do. But then add some colour. How striking is that love card there with the heart? Absolutely beautiful. The tree next to it with that really atmospheric background. Touch of sparkle maybe with the gossip glitter markers. Why not? But it's 595,307. There is no more stock destined for anywhere, not even Tony's website. There's nothing going to be on extended delivery or a reorder. 70% of the stock is nearly sold out and gone. Then that is it. And this is what, halfway through the second show of a weekender that Tony has shows all the way to the end of Sunday, all while stocks last. So here's your chance to check out your baskets, 595,307. There's loads of choice on this show. In fact, your deal of the day is also included in the big three.
Hello there, good morning. Brand new day, brand new deal of the day, and it is an amazing deal. You're looking at Pro Print, so it's a name that we know and love. And we know, of course, when it comes to printing off those downloads, those USB sticks, using those, you need to have a good base to start with. And that's exactly what you're getting with your Pro Print. You're actually getting 70 of your 220 GSM sheets. So this is kind of that in-betweeny weight. You could potentially be using this for your card bases if you're just printing and you're not putting too many embellishments on there. Fabulous for die cutting as well. So if you've got some of those kind of elements that you're going to fussy cut or die cut, absolutely perfect. And of course, the technology behind Pro Print means you're going to get those true colours time and time again, whether you're using an inkjet printer or a laser printer. It's your deal of the day, and it's a crazy deal. Look at that price there, £4.49 if you're in the club, 375,639, and it's not limited to one per customer.
Yeah, $4.99. That's before your club discount. There are other items in stock on our website, under Tony, under your brand page, etc. This is one of them that's just gone limited stock. So rather than anybody missing out on the phone lines, you haven't even seen it live yet. It's the Love and Hope. I remember when this first came out. Isn't it amazing? And these were larger stamps that were requested to be smaller stamps, right?
Yeah, you all asked for the same stamps in a smaller version, and these are just a handful of those lovely stamps. Beautiful. So these are an A5 set of stamps that everybody uses all of the time. They are incredible. They work beautifully with all of your other brands too.
Yeah.
They're a beautiful size, which is going to see you through, not overwhelming, and you get a lot of different ones in there, like ones that I say all the time, like you're a whole lot of lovely, yes you are, because that's what I say to the people that I like. And then love and hope make beautiful people. And another one that I say, get you happy on, you know, and it's cool to be kind. So they I never said that to you. It is cool to be kind.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You told me to go get ready today and brush my hair. That's what you told me. Is that on there?
No, perfect, just the way you are. So you get a lot of, and then you get a big focal one which sits beautifully in the side of cards. And imagination has no limits. You have all of this. It's done. Once it's done, it's done. I keep saying it, don't I? Once it's done, I'm not bringing it back. And then you all say, bring it back.
Well, you'd rather you guys have it than you have it. So let's make sure that you guys can get it at a discounted price. Three flexis, of £5.40. But your item number is 437601. Green on the screen means it's limited stock, 90%. It's gone. Well done, everybody.
Do you know, it's so funny. I have a whole bunch of...
You've done so well.
Let's pull out the next one.
Here we go. Something else off the website.
I do have lots of things under here.
Was this yours or ours?
That's mine, thank you.
You have it back.
I've got lots of things under here. Because I believe it, I don't get in trouble, but I am conscious that when things sell out, I really do not want to dance.
Back up.
I bring backups underneath here. Right, let's use the lovely Better Together. No, sorry, I've used that one. I'm going to use the lovely one with the cabin on, which is Dare to Dream. Exactly the same concept, ladies and gents, and you can see here. Look at that reflection. We can't create that without this stamp, unless you're brilliant at the acetate sort of technique, which I'm not. So you get the industrial and then the cabin. And again, that QR code. Remember, the most important thing about Stamps by Me and our products is this little thing here. Nothing else, just this thing. It's eco-friendly packaging. Leave everything in the packaging. Stack it. You have a visual so you can get crafty from the get-go. Right, let's crack on. So we have this lovely piece of white card.
Beautiful.
Lovely piece of white card.
Could be the deal of the day, yeah.
Right, okay. So let's get our lovely cabin here. I'm just going to pop the cabin straight through the centre here. I'm just going to stamp it in black. Now, these look awesome in gold embossing powders.
Oh, I bet.
Stunning. So, black ink pad. This is back in stock. This is on the website. For how long?
We'll see.
So, this is the hybrid ink that works with watercolours and alcohol markers. You don't have to change your ink pad. It works for everything. So, stamp, stamp, stamp. And this is an awesome stamp for a Christmas card too. So, all it needs is a Christmas sentiment. So stamp, stamp, stamp.
Be a cool Father's Day card, I think.
Oh, that looks cool, doesn't it? That is nice. Even in black and white, I like. I like. So let's just move this stamp.
Are you a winter
for now.
person or a summer person?
I do like. It's so funny you say that because I do like the winter. My son is always saying to me, "Come on, Mum, let's get cosy."
Is it?
Yeah, we like cosy in our house.
Yeah.
So when it starts getting a bit nippier, we're like, let's just go home and get cosy. But I do like summer too, because obviously a bit of vitamin C is good for the soul, isn't it?
That's true.
Yeah, we do like cosy.
Let's get cosy.
Let's get cosy. Right, so let's just get a brush here very quickly, and I'm just going to add a little bit of detail to here. Now, I don't want to be an artist. I don't know how to be an artist, but do you know what? I'm going to have fun trying to create my own version of my masterpiece. So I've just got some water here, and I'm just going to spray the top. And that's the beauty of that amazing ink as well, is that it's waterproof. So let's get some colour.
I was going to say, the ink looks like it sort of repelled that spray, which it
totally does.
It absolutely has. There are one or two of the inks available individually, by the way. That black, as you heard, the Midnight that's just been used is. There's a couple of others as well you might see in there, whether it's magenta, whether it's sherbet, etc. But anything is on. Is it on our page or is it on the brand page?
The coloured ink.
The black is on the brand shop. The colours are on this scheduled show page. Okie dokie.
So rather than paint the main design here, all I'm doing is I'm adding a little bit of colour to the outskirts here. So I'm letting it, if you notice, I'm holding the card, so it's giving me that drip sort of look here.
It's kind of running up.
So keep adding, adding, adding. Let's add a little bit of.
So each of those ink pads, was it £6.29? That's £2.10p in a flexi basket. £2.10p to get hold of the one that's the most popular one for you. Maybe you want to do exactly this card, then go for the bittersweet. All of them, by the way, Surfboard is limited stock, Hedgerow is limited stock, Indigo is limited stock, Magenta is limited stock, Sherbet is limited stock. Bittersweet, guess what?
Limited stock.
No, there's loads of it, don't worry about that.
It's
also limited stock.
Did that on purpose, didn't he, guys? Everybody knows it. So I'm just.
Everybody knows it.
So I'm just popping. So this could be navies and blacks, Aurora Borealis sky.
Yes, it's so cool.
Absolutely. So and then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap the ink, and I'll get sort of an effect at the top here. See that there? I think I'm happy with that. Let's just get a bit of purple over here.
The old Northern Lights were visible from the UK the other week, weren't they?
I didn't see them, but I heard about it, yeah. So I'm just going to push this on. I'm going to hold my card down and push that ink down. And this is just going to give us another different way of looking at how we look at our stamps. There we go. And this is just normal cardstock, not watercolour cardstock either.
It looks like you've used maybe a masking liquid or fluid, doesn't it?
And you could absolutely do that. Yeah. The masking fluid is on the website as well, you know. Could absolutely play around. We have to be quite quick here, but just think of you with your cup of tea at home, just thinking, right, what am I going to do?
Yep.
We've got so much time to be creative. So now, I might add a bit of detail to my water. So let's get a bit of blue here. And let's get that, maybe that reflection to come into play, not too dark though. Okay. So I'm going to add some blue into here. Now, if you've got a little bit of a tremor, a cool way to get around any mistakes or, you know, over painting onto your artwork is by heat embossing and sort of like sealing it with a heat emboss, because it acts as a resist.
Like making a little wall, yeah.
Yeah, so you can sort of like add that resist in there. So I'm just going over this sort of reflection here so I can still see my reflection in the water. And again, you can spray with water, bring it down, soften the lines, and you can extend the design. You can make it as clean and crisp, beautiful as you want, spend as much time as you want painting. So down here I'm going for quite a sterile look, but in the sky I want it to look a little bit random.
Okay.
Get your watercolours out. I'm just going to drag this water down.
There's loads on the way today, by the way, this Saturday of the Big Three. I know we've got all sorts of memory elements coming up next. I know Janet is here later on from All and Create with a bumper show for you. That's at 5 p.m. As you saw a pin flare earlier on, Sarah Payne. There's all sorts coming on today.
Just making it a bit darker, and then just drag it out and have... I'm going to leave the total scene white. Let's just dry this off. And that, all that really, I'm going to add some sparkle to my water. And then we'll add a nice sentiment. Give that other stamp sentiment go.
Which one?
Okay, I'll use one that's in the set.
Or the heart
fine.
one, the
That's
love
fine.
and... You can still use it if you want. Don't you got another one in your...
Yeah, I've got one, it's fine.
In your bag? In your bag of tricks?
So, you're out.
Get out my bag! Just looking. I'm not actually going in a bag. There's this little shelf here full of stuff.
I have literally got lots of backup under there.
Yeah, you have.
People are like, she is crazy.
Most of it's gone.
So I'm just going to grab my cloth here.
What about this one? Beautiful?
Yeah.
It's beautiful in stock, Katie.
They've got the code. Oh!
Oh, okay, no, don't...
She's
okay.
saving it.
It's back up, it's back up. Okay, okay.
Tell
We've
him
all
to
got to calm down. Everyone calm down.
Stop interfering.
Stop interfering. Stand up. Keep yourself to yourself. Sit on your hands.
Right, so let's just bob a quick sentiment on here. And then we'll use those sparkle... Is there some sparkle pens left? Okay, perfect.
70% of the sparkle pens. It's going to be on the big part of the screen. So yes, we do have them. And by the way, very, very quickly, let me just show you the swatches. These are those sparkle pens. If you have just joined us, by the way, 6 colours, but it's clear. Let me get this right. It's clear ink, but coloured sparkle. Yeah,
so you will know them for coloured ink and silver sparkle.
Yeah.
You might have seen a coloured ink and a gold, but never before have you seen coloured ink with any of a different coloured type of sparkle. I've game changed it. I've flipped it on its bottom. It's clear ink and lots of different coloured sparkles. So gold, silver, green, pink, purple and blue.
I like how you say you flipped it on its bottom.
Yeah, because I think, do you know what? Everybody uses the clear. It's my best-selling sparkle set.
Yeah. Because I feel like the saying is flipped it on its head.
And so you all love the clear, but do you know what? I'm bored of seeing silver.
Yeah.
I'm bored of seeing silver. Give me something new.
Give me.
So I've got some
Give me that beautiful stamp.
No.
I'm ready for a fine.
Dare to dream, look.
I am. I'm dreaming of that beautiful stamp down there. Fine. 4 p.m. Fine.
Am I with you again then?
Nope.
All right.
Paula.
Okay. So dare to dream.
I'll sweet talk you with a coffee and a cake later, yeah?
Okay. So, no, not that colour. Let's do, what colour, Dan? Let's do the red.
Oh, okay.
I like the red.
I didn't think you were going to say red.
Where is it?
Have I got it?
Have you been touching?
No, I haven't.
I've got it.
Oh.
Chucking it at you, sorry. Chucking it at you, and then now I'm chucking it all over. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add some lovely red to the top of here. Can you see that now, hopefully? I'm trying to lather this so I can pick it up on camera because it's obviously on the light white at the back, but get some on there, Tony, don't be tight.
Come on.
Let me just dry it off, see if we can get that to pick up.
Did you went for the red colour in the end?
I went red because I think it's fitting with our...
Is there the blue? Is there a blue?
Yeah, but it'll ruin my picture. Can you see?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you put blue in the...
Oh, in the floor?
In the water. In the floor. Yeah, in the floor.
In the water, yeah.
Here it comes.
Finally.
Yeah,
And now
finally.
let me just put some blue on, Dan, just see if I can. Didn't give you a chance there, did I, Dan? Sorry.
Doesn't mess about.
You have to be quick.
You got to be quick around here when Tony's in. Absolutely. She'll have that. Kettle's barely boiled and it's gone.
You fib. Let's just blast that off.
Fair play. Maybe a nice cup of tea for this show, Tony.
I don't know.
And I questioned the amount of time the bag was in the cup, didn't I? And you were horrified.
So, yeah, I made him a cup of tea and he moaned, basically.
Call it moaning,
Yeah,
technically.
it's like, is that...
I had to put my own sugar in it, didn't I? Unbelievable.
Well, you can't please everyone.
Least for me.
Took him half an hour to brush his hair.
Did.
Can we see the blue in there?
Thanks for lending me your comb.
My comb, I ain't got comb.
That one that's in the green room. Oh, yeah. Look at that reflect on the floor.
Finally. Oh, I can breathe now. Right, let's get this quickly onto my card.
Okay.
And then I think...
We've got time.
We're not done, have we?
Got 12 minutes.
That's fine. Oh, my gosh.
Plenty of time to recap for you. I've got new embossing folders on the show. Of course, the pens we were talking about. The reflections is the whole of the weekender. There are other elements too, like these really striking. Might have a look at more samples of these actually. The Forever Lilies and the Daisies. I think they're really, really. And that's like a.
I think as soon as I show you the concept of those, you're going to be like, oh, I get it.
Yeah, it's like a little collection in its own right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a new concept sort of idea, really. So I'm just going to pop that on there like so. And whilst that's just sort of like lumping and bumping, I'm just going to pop that on there. And then we'll stick this on to here. I was deciding there whether I wanted texture or smooth. This card is also on the website as well.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Super easy. You've just seen there, I picked up a bit of ink from my ink pads. I mean, I need to give it time to dry, but just going to push that down a second.
Yeah.
But you saw me stamp it out, spray it with water, drip a bit of ink on, add a bit of sparkle. I've left the scene totally white now. There's nothing stopping you from going in with your glitters and your glue and adding sparkle to the mountains. But hopefully you'll be able to see that beautiful reflection in that water.
And it could have been green ink. You could completely colour this whole thing in. Could have had green inks. You could have used your hedgerow to colour in the mountains. It doesn't have to be snowy. It could be the height of spring, summer.
It can be anything, I think. And I think as well, sometimes we struggle for gents cards. You can really, really get into the motion with these woody, cabiny feels for gents.
Yeah, it absolutely can be. It could be Christmassy, as you mentioned as well.
I love Christmas.
Okay, I'm going to encourage Tony to do one more demo because we've got time, all right? But I'm going to wander over here. Do that stand up. Right, 75% of the stock has sold out and gone of your weekend. What are you getting home? The two stamp sets in here. This one you saw in the first demonstration with the tree and the couple. This one has the mountaintops that you just saw with the cabin, and also a really modern cityscape too. You've got sentiments across them both, and then 1, 2, 3 stencils in there that absolutely work alongside with all the samples. You can see how lovely that heart is in the background. But very universal as well. It's just a different take on a frame. It could be a photograph going in the side of there. You could put your own stitch detail, a bit of moodling around there if you want to. I think these stencils actually will look delightful with some of the elements coming up next with Hazel and Charlie, actually, if you're going to do the memory route as well. Really, really divine, crossing over these different brands. But look at what you can be creating. This is that Reflection collection. 10 stamps in there, 3 stencils. It's part of the big 3, which is only till Monday afternoon. So your capped P&P is now only £3. You've got 30% off extra for club members. That's triple discount for club members on various items. Your weekender is one of them. Everything over... That's cool on white, isn't it? That's amazing. Everything, £15 or over, is on 3 interest-free flexis. You haven't got to use FlexiPay at all. Maybe that triple discount works for you. But for $13.76, for $16.76 delivered, this is the sort of thing that you can be doing. One item number, 595307. But whilst we've got capped P&P, what else are you going to put in that same transaction? You could print, you could check out a million times in the day, could you do once, capped P&P. So, for example, that deal of the day is a lovely idea to be doing with so for you. It's your ProPrint castbooks, of course, for printing onto. It's 220 GSM, 70 sheets in there for you. It could be for your charismas, reflections, vignettes, for your USBs, for your CD-ROMs, etc. But 70 sheets for £4.49 in the club. That's only for today. 375639. What's that like? That's under £2, isn't it? Divided by 3. Is it? Is it like £1.49? £1.49. £1.49 your 3-year flexi basket, if that's what you wish to do. Nevertheless, your sparkle pens, your embossing folders, the new elements on the show. Oh, we can use the stencils.
Yeah. So I'm going to show you why I put these stencils in, because I haven't just thrown them in because I want you to look like you're getting more for your money. I want you to understand that when I put them together, they all work, and they all work with previous collections too. So I'm going to use the heart stencil. I haven't used this one yet. I'm just holding this in place, and then I'm just using my Funky Fossil bigger brushes because they're brilliant for bigger areas on cards. So I'm just going to go a lovely pink at the top and get that lay down of colour best you can. And I'm sort of going to do an ombre heart, I think.
Nice. Did you know me and Sarah Gray used to work at the same place?
No, did you?
Yeah, we both worked at Leeds Met University like 20 years ago. She worked in HR. We never met each other. That's good.
Right.
But yeah, she's been in charge of loads of development of staff and stuff like that. And at the same time, I was there in like 2005, 2008.
That is crazy, yeah.
We know loads of the same people. It's such a small world, isn't it?
Small world, absolutely.
And she organised, so one of the cool things there was, big up Leeds Met for this, you know you do like lots of like graduation parties and stuff for the students, absolutely, that's what it's all about. But in the summer they did one for the staff.
Right.
And ELO played.
All right.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
So they still had the marquee up from the graduations at Headingley campus. And Sarah organised all that. I know.
She's a good egg.
She's a very good egg.
So I'm going to go from orange down into yellow.
I love the, is it kind of a distressed edge to this? Or
yeah, these are our
this?
stylised stencils, so they're not very symmetrical in design. You get the rough, ragged edge, which is brilliant for the reflection, because the reflection isn't sterile.
I'm with you.
So I'll just do this, and then so you can see you get that lovely sort of ombre heart on there. But the cool thing about the inks as well is if you want to, you can add a few nice splats because they are incredible reactive. I'll leave that a second, and then
yeah.
Okay. Just give it a twirl. I'll just mop up that excess ink there. I'll just this tissue was actually for my nose because I've got a nasty habit of sniffing.
Okay.
My nose just goes.
But when you're demoing, you're looking down all the time, so it's.
Yeah, I just think it's I don't know.
You can't avoid it sometimes.
Yeah. So all I'm going to do here now is just get rid of this for now. I'm going to show you how cool these things look if you swap out maybe a black ink for a embossed.
Yeah.
So let's go in here. Now this has probably still got a bit of moisture in here because I've just obviously wet it and there's moisture in the ink. So I'm just going to use my anti-static and I'm going to absolutely cover it in powder and hopefully that it'll drink any moisture so I get a lovely stamped crisp image on here. Now don't worry about any of these marks down here. Once they're totally dry, they disappear.
Okay.
It's just because it's slightly damp. So rattle, rattle, rat. I call it a rat-a-tat-tat. And then get the stamp now. Looks really mucky now, doesn't it? Honestly, trust me, it dries back. So we could do.
What do you reckon? Tree, the couple.
Which one?
Maybe the. Yeah, Simon and Mia's couple. Yeah, because the heart is.
And let's do
sweet,
it in heat embossed this time rather than.
To be fair, it could have been the cityscape. It could have been loving the city you're in, or loving a trip.
I haven't actually used that. I'll use that one next show.
When's your next show, Tony?
5.
Are you sure it's not 4?
4.
4.
I'll be here. Right, a sticky ink pad.
Is it 5?
Sticky ink pad.
You can join me and Janet at 5 if you want on All in for 8. You're very welcome.
And then we'll just stamp this one out. So I'm going to stamp it out twice, make sure I've got total coverage on there because I would like a lovely crisp design if possible. Whether it happens or not because it's... Oh, it has actually done it all right. So let's use a embossing powder. Let's go with Be Bold, sparkly one. Grab some card. And then this is just going to give you a total different look. Hopefully it won't stick anywhere everywhere. Oh no. See, that anti-static bag has worked. So you can see now.
That's striking, isn't it? Wowza.
So just show you that even though they are a reflection and they're brilliant for painting and getting those reflective looks and being quite artistic in design, you can totally
really
skip,
cool, isn't it?
can totally skip that artistic element and go totally sparkly, totally rogue, whatever you want to do. So let's heat set that.
So we've got, what, just over 2 minutes left on the show. So by all means, put everything in the one basket right now. Over 75% of that brand new weekend, the Reflection Collection, has sold out. 595307. Whilst you've got a Cat P&P basket open, maybe have a look at the embossing folders. Certainly those sparkle pens, I get that. And all the other elements that Tony's got in stock, all beyond one transaction. You'll be able to provide it all by free if you want on Flexi. You haven't got to do that. Maybe via PayPal, you can do that as well. These are just all options for you. You can shop via the QR code on the screen if you want to, on the phone lines. Most of you go to the website, creatingcraft.com, where you can get ahead of us. For example, the next hour with Hazel and Charlie, get ahead, see what's going to go in that basket, and then wait for those live demonstrations. But your item number to get the weekend at home is 595307.
So you can see there how cool that is. So let's quickly get this onto our card.
I love you didn't go for black. You could have been silhouette, like you instantly think black, don't you? But
Yeah,
I love
you
that
do.
sort of rose gold, bold colour. That's really
It's nice to
different.
just swap it up a little bit, isn't it?
It is holiday vibes, Simon, in our ear. These are holiday vibes. Ready for holiday. It's ready to go to the villa.
Everybody's getting ready for the holidays soon.
Yeah, we're talking about it.
So I'm just going to pop that on there like so. Just give that a second to grab. I'm just going to pop my plate on top of it.
If you're putting wet glue onto like a surface like mirrored cardstock, like satin cardstock, is it just a matter of giving it a bit more time?
Yeah, just give it a second or two longer than you would traditionally. I always like to use my mats from my die cutting machine or, you know, a paperweight of some form. And then all I'm going to do is stick this sentiment. Now this one says with love, and this is from that one that sold out, unfortunately, but you get the idea.
Ah, cool.
If it were dry and not lumpy bumpy, but you get the idea.
There you go. Tony, thank you ever so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
4 p.m?
Yes, 4 p.m.
Right, you haven't got to wait for the 4 p.m. show. Whatever you're after in this basket, in this show, you can check it all out. Cat P&P of only £3. See you in a minute. Rightio, you can see Craft Extras, all things sewing, tattered lace in an hour's time. I'll see you all in Crate at 5. But Memory Box Paper Craft Sale, Hazel, Charlie, next. Just downloading the QR code for this next one-day special, which is very, very exciting. From Craft Yourself Silly, brilliant fabrics on a roll. 3 options for you, and 3 is a really magic number for this one. Not only 3 different rolls on 3 different items, of which you've got the coordinating threads to go alongside, and the Fading Like a Flower on a roll project book. It's part of the Big 3 event, isn't it? Which means Cat P&P of only £3. It's on 3 interest-free flexi pays, and various items through the whole of the weekend have an extra 30% club discount. This is one of them. It's going to duck in as a club member under £30. What are you creating? It could, of course, be a quilt. It could be an apron. It could even be a cushion cover. It could be a cover for your tablet whilst you're scanning QR codes to get ahead of the game. Absolutely. You can do whatever you'd rather do. You've got projects in there. But